Grenada is an island nation on the verge of a serious transformation. A majorly upgraded airport is ready to welcome the world, advanced water systems are being built to fight a changing climate, and a surge of clean energy is set to power a new generation. In 2025, Grenada isn't just building projects, it's building a new future. For decades, this Caribbean nation, known as the Isle of Spice, has dealt with the immense challenges that face many small island states. It has weathered devastating hurricanes, navigated a global economy that leans heavily on tourism, and faced the constant threat of climate change, from rising sea levels to unpredictable rain. These aren't just abstract problems, they are realities that have shaped the nation's past and present. But 2025 marks a turning point. It's a year of milestones, where a series of ambitious, nation-changing megaprojects are hitting key completion stages. This isn't just a story about concrete and steel. It's a story of strategic planning, huge national effort, and bold international partnerships. It's about how a country is systematically tackling its biggest vulnerabilities to create a new era of resilience and prosperity. From the ground up, Grenada is being redefined, and today we're looking at the technical ingenuity and economic strategy behind the megaprojects making it all happen. Number 3, Grenada's water and coastal security overhaul. Coming in at number 3 isn't one single project, but a group of initiatives that form the foundation of Grenada's new resilience. A massive overhaul of its water infrastructure and a critical defense of its coastlines. To get why this is so important, you first have to understand Grenada's fundamental challenge: water. It's the paradox of island life. You're surrounded by an ocean, yet fresh water can be incredibly scarce. For years, residents and businesses, especially in the vital southern tourism belt, have dealt with chronic water shortages. An old, leaky network meant that an estimated 23% of all treated water was lost before it ever reached a tap. This wasn't just an inconvenience, it was a major economic and social problem. It held back development, strained households, and put a hard limit on the growth of the tourism industry. At the same time, coastal erosion, sped up by climate change, has been relentlessly eating away at Grenada's shores, threatening homes, businesses, and essential infrastructure. To fight a war on two fronts, water security and coastal defense, Grenada needed an ambitious, two-pronged solution. The first part is the UKCF Southern St. George Water Supply Expansion Project. This is a game-changer for the nation's water authority, NWASA. With a $20.7 million investment funded by the UK Caribbean Infrastructure Partnership Fund, this project is a masterclass in modern water management. The genius of it is integration. For the first time, it connects the separate Annandale and Concord water supply systems, creating a more robust and flexible network. The technical upgrades are huge. The Concord water treatment plant is being expanded to nearly double its output, from 600,000 to 1 million gallons of clean water daily. To hold this, 2 enormous new 360,000-gallon water storage tanks are being built at Moliniere. Nearly 9 miles of old water mains and sewer lines are also being repaired and upgraded to plug the leaks that caused that staggering 23% water loss. This isn't just about more water, it's about smarter water, with advanced devices allowing NWASA to monitor flow and pressure in real time. This work extends to Grenada's sister isle, Carriacou, which has long faced its own severe water problems. A parallel project, which broke ground in May 2025, is set to transform daily life there. It features 2 new 100,000-gallon water storage tanks and over 6 kilometers of new pipelines. Critically, a second desalination plant will significantly boost freshwater production. For Carriacou, this is nothing short of revolutionary. The project's goal is to increase water network coverage from a mere 5% to an ambitious 50%, a tenfold jump that will bring resilience to thousands of residents. While NWASA secures the water, another project is securing the land. The Cliff Rehabilitation Project is a direct response to coastal erosion. Focused on stabilizing cliffs along critical stretches like the one from Upper Woburn to Woodlands, the project involves complex engineering to protect coastal communities and the vital roads that hug the shoreline. The combined impact is transformative. For the average Grenadian, it means the end of daily water rationing and the start of reliable, clean water. For For the economy, it supports the future of tourism and agriculture. For the nation, it's a hardened defense against the worst impacts of climate change, a declaration that Grenada will be an active architect of its own resilient future. Number 2, the sargassum solution. At number 2 is a project that transforms a regional environmental nightmare into a cornerstone of Grenada's journey toward national energy independence. For more than a decade, the shores of Grenada and its neighboring islands have been overwhelmed by massive influxes of sargassum seaweed. These blooms smother coastlines, damage fragile marine ecosystems, disrupt local fisheries, and harm the tourism industry, which is vital to the island's economy. As the sargassum decomposes, it releases a pungent, foul-smelling gas, creating both a public health and environmental nuisance. For years, communities and policymakers grappled with the question, how can this relentless natural phenomenon be managed effectively? The solution, emerging in 2025, is as innovative as it is sustainable. Transform the problem into a powerful resource. The sargassum challenge is closely tied to Grenada's energy vulnerability. Like many Caribbean islands, Grenada has long relied heavily on imported fossil fuels, primarily diesel, to generate electricity. This reliance created a threefold problem. First, electricity prices were highly volatile, directly linked to fluctuations in the global oil market. Second, the cost of energy was consistently high, burdening households and businesses alike. Third, the environmental impact was significant, with greenhouse gas emissions contributing to climate change. The urgent need for a local, renewable energy solution was clear. Enter Sargas Limited and the dawn of Grenada's biogas revolution. This project embodies a circular economy, transforming waste into energy in a sustainable loop. The process is straightforward yet ingenious. Sargassum is harvested from the coasts, combined with other organic waste, and fed into a biodigester. Inside this sealed environment, bacteria break down the material anaerobically, without oxygen, producing biogas, a methane-rich fuel that can be captured and used to generate electricity. The first flagship facility, located in Telescope, St. Andrews, is set to go online in 2025. This 160-kilowatt biogas plant is designed to process between 5,000 and 8,000 tons of sargassum annually. Once fully operational, it is expected to generate approximately 1,300 megawatt-hours of electricity each year, enough clean energy to power a small Grenadian town. The implications extend far beyond electricity generation. The project also produces a nutrient-rich byproduct called digestate, which can be dried and transformed into high-quality organic biofertilizer. The Telescope plant alone is projected to generate around 600 tons of this fertilizer annually, enough to enrich 300 to 600 acres of farmland. In this way, Grenada simultaneously reduces its dependence on imported fossil fuels and chemical fertilizers, strengthening both its energy and agricultural sectors. Strategically, the impact of biogas is profound. Unlike solar energy, which is intermittent and dependent on weather, biogas provides a stable 24/7 power source, complementing renewable initiatives and enhancing overall grid reliability. By turning a local nuisance into fuel, Grenada shields itself from global energy market fluctuations and moves decisively toward energy independence. The government has fully embraced this vision. Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell has pledged to transform 10,000 tons of sargassum into usable products by 2026, signaling Grenada's commitment to leading in the green economy. This initiative is more than just a project. It is a story of innovation and resilience, a testament to how some of the most impactful solutions are born from confronting our greatest challenges. Number 1, the transformation of Maurice Bishop International Airport. And now, at number 1 is the crown jewel of Grenada's 2025 transformation, the upgrade and modernization of Maurice Bishop International Airport. A major phase of this project, handled by the China Harbor Engineering Company, was officially handed over in May 2025. This is far more than a simple renovation. This is the forging of a new gateway to the world, an engine of economic growth designed to launch Grenada into a new era of global connectivity. To grasp the scale of this change, you have to look at the past. The original airport was a product of its time and faced major limitations. The The terminal was getting crowded and it couldn't handle the larger, wide-body aircraft from key international markets, which put a cap on tourism growth. Without modern cargo facilities, Grenada's ability to export its famous spices, cocoa, and other goods was severely limited. The old airport was a bottleneck, and it had to be broken. The solution came as a massive $67.7 million upgrade, financed by a loan from the Export-Import Bank of China. The project was a complex engineering challenge, made even tougher because the airport had to stay fully operational during construction. Much of the heavy work was done in a tight window each night, between 10:30 p.m. and 5:30 a.m., to avoid disrupting daily flights. The technical upgrades are staggering. The runway was completely resurfaced, the aircraft parking apron was significantly expanded, and a state-of-the-art navigation lighting system was installed. Perhaps the most visible change for travelers is the addition of modern passenger boarding bridges, a first for Grenada. No longer will passengers have to walk across the tarmac in the sun or rain. The bridges provide a seamless, world-class connection from the terminal to the aircraft. The economic strategy behind this project is what makes it so visionary. The May 2025 handover is a critical milestone in a much larger 30-year master plan for the airport. The expanded capacity is expected to directly increase tourism by attracting new airlines and more visitors. This has a powerful ripple effect across the economy, boosting hospitality, retail, and creating hundreds of new jobs. Just as important is the impact on trade. While the recent upgrades have already improved cargo handling capabilities, the long-term master plan calls for even more advanced facilities. Further developments, including a dedicated cold storage facility and a 15-megawatt solar farm, are planned for the coming years to position MBIA as a true regional trade hub, getting Grenadian products to global markets faster than ever before. This project is a profound statement of intent. As Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell said at the completion ceremony, this is one of the most important infrastructure undertakings in the country's history. The new Maurice Bishop International Airport is the nation's welcome mat to the world, its main channel for commerce, and the engine that will power its economic rise for decades to come. So what does it all mean when you put it together? The completion of these major project phases in 2025 isn't a series of separate events. It's the result of a holistic, brilliantly integrated national strategy. The newly upgraded Maurice Bishop International Airport is the Grand Gateway, built to attract more tourists and investors. Those visitors will stay in communities powered by clean, reliable energy from the innovative sargassum plants. They will enjoy a resilient environment thanks to the massive upgrades in the nation's water systems and the reinforcement of its coastlines. Each project masterfully addresses a critical vulnerability and turns it into a strength. A dependence on imported energy becomes a story of green innovation. Water scarcity becomes a model of modern resource management. And limited connectivity becomes a gateway to the global economy. This is a story of a small island nation thinking big and planning for the long haul. Through strategic investments and powerful partnerships, Grenada is not just preparing for the future. It's actively building the one it wants to see. A future that is more resilient, prosperous, and self-sufficient than ever before. We've explored a massive airport expansion, a climate-resilient water network, and an energy revolution born from the sea. Which of these incredible projects do you think will have the biggest long-term impact on Grenada? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. And as always, if you enjoyed this deep dive into the future of infrastructure,